I know he's got a significant injury, especially to what type of injury it is. I believe it's a sports hernia that can be ripped. It can be re-aggravated and have to have another procedure on it. Because really the question for him was, could he get back to play in the college football playoff? And to me, to take that chance with the potential him being the first pick in the draft, he's going to be a 1 through a 5 pick. So the question is, it's really a $30 million question. Do I risk playing in the college football playoff? Do I risk in trying to re-aggravate that injury, or do I start the evaluation process for pro football? And this is what we have in Nick Bosa. We got 30 games of college tape. We also have a high school career that was impeccable. He played for the high school team that has 15 players playing in the NFL. So he went to the best high school program in the country. He trained with guys who end up playing in the NFL. His family moved from Miami Springs to live in Fort Lauderdale so he could go to that high school with him and his brother. His parents had tremendous questions about would they develop to be the type of players they are. His parents have made the right decision all along the way. I have seen them. They have taken the tough route in high school. They weren't guaranteed a position. When they went to Ohio State, they weren't guaranteed a position. So I have seen them do it the hard way and do it the right way. This is the right decision for him. It's in his best interest of his body and his career as far as moving forward.
When Cris says $30 million decision, #1 pick of last year's draft, Baker Mayfield, $32 million guaranteed. You fall to 11, Minkah Fitzpatrick, half it, $16 million guaranteed. You fall to 21, it's 11. At 31, it's 9. So even if, okay, because of his overall overwhelming talent, if he re-injures himself, he goes from potential #1 pick to the 15th pick. Okay, that's $18 million about thrown out the window. Even if he has a monster second contract, that's money you never get back. Now, I read the interview from Nicky Bosa's dad where he said this is not about the NFL draft as much as it is. The quote he had is, yeah, he'd be ready to go in December if he was a car salesman. But as a pass rusher, he's not going to be ready to go until well after the college football playoff has begun. So it is not about him just preparing for the NFL draft. It's about he's not going to be fully healthy. But if it were just about him preparing for the NFL draft, I would not criticize it. And I think for college players that are in their final year, that if they feel they have done enough to prove themselves in their job interview process, which is in one aspect what college football can be, and that there's no more for them to learn, or what they can learn is too big of a risk given the injury possibilities of playing tackle football, I have no problem if guys walk away. Ed Oliver's not hurt. He's a consensus top 5 pick, University of Houston. I want him to do what he thinks best for him and best for his family. But if tomorrow we found out Ed Oliver was saying, guys, I'm gonna give my scholarship back the rest of the year. I'll pay my own way in school if I want to go to school, but otherwise I'm gonna prepare for my career, I wouldn't criticize it. Football's too dangerous. There's too much generational wealth on the line for families. Now, Nick is a different story in that his family has some money from his brother, from his famany ahead of time, but that's
not a different story. You shouldn't look at him any different. That's his brother's money.
Right.
What makes you think that?
No. That's the point I was going to get to.
No, maybe the difference of experience, but you can't equate his brother's money. That's like saying because Josh Rosen came from a family that's successful, oh, he shouldn't hold out for extra shit. No, he shouldn't. That's all Nicky's money. Nicky should get what he deserved. He gave us 30 games in college football, and it was fairly clear that he was dominant, if not the best player in college football. And if that's not enough to evaluate him, man, we take all kinds of chances on players with less careers who have done nothing, didn't play at the level that he's at. And he has played at this level since I met him. And, man, there is no easy road for the Bosa boys. You're talking about lifting weights. You're talking about playing football. They love the ugly parts of playing football. And that's the hard work behind the scenes, and that's also the film work. That's how they become great players.
How long you known Nick Bosa?
I've known Nick Bosa since he was about 8 years old. Okay. I went to college with his mom. His dad was a former first-round pick for the Miami Dolphins, so I've been friends with his dad for a long, long time. So I have a unique relationship where I coached the boys, met the boys, and was involved in the process when they decided where they wanted to go to high school at before they decided they wanted to go to college. Because I was telling Bosa I thought they'd be pretty devastating going to Alabama with Nick Saban, but their mom won out and sent them to Ohio State because she's an alumni of Ohio State.
And
that's kind of partially true.
Speak real quick on Alabama. If any team's going to beat Alabama this year, I thought Ohio State might have the best chance. This isn't Nick Bosa's responsibility, but this really hurts their ability to win the championship this year. Alabama's probably going to win it anyway, but he's their best player, and now they're going to be without him.
Are you happy, Nick? Now you're not going to beat Alabama. There you go. Let's move on to Patriots wide receiver.